For the students who are going into ninth class, this is the syllabus. From 8th class, the students who are going into ninth class, those who are writing for scholarship test, this is the syllabus. Microorganisms, friends and foe. Microorganisms. Microorganisms are too small and are not visible to the unaided eye. They can live in all kinds of environment, ranging from ice cold climate to hot springs and deserts to marshy lands. Microorganisms are found in air, water, and in the bodies of plants and animals. They may be unicellular or multicellular. Microorganisms include bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and some algae. Viruses, though different from the above mentioned living organisms, are considered microbes. Viruses are quite different from other microorganisms. They reproduce only inside the host organism, bacterium, plant, or animal cell. Some microorganisms are useful for commercial production of medicines and alcohol. Some microorganisms decompose the organic waste and dead plants and animals into simple substances and clean up the environment. Protozoans cause serious diseases like dysentery and malaria. Some of the microorganisms grow on our food and cause food poisoning. Some microorganisms reside in the root nodules of leguminous plants. They can fix nitrogen from air into soil and increase the soil fertility. Some bacteria and blue-green algae present in the soil fix nitrogen from the atmosphere and convert into nitrogenous compounds. Certain bacteria convert compounds of nitrogen present in the soil into nitrogen gas, which is released to the atmosphere. Pathogens. Some of the microorganisms cause diseases in human beings, plants, and animals. Such disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Cleaning of environment. The microorganisms decompose a dead organic waste of plants and animals, converting them into simple substances. These substances are again used by other plants and animals. Microorganisms can be used to degrade the harmful and smelly substances and thereby clean up the environment. Coal and petroleum, natural resources. Resources include everything provided by the nature. They form the wealth of a country. Types of natural resources inexhaustible. There are some resources that are present unlimited in nature and will not be exhausted even if used continuously. Example: sunlight, air. Exhaustible. These resources are limited and can soon get exhausted because of their excessive use. Example: forests, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, etc. Coal, petroleum, and natural gas are fossil fuels. Fossil fuels were formed from the dead remains of living organisms millions of years ago. Fossil fuels are exhaustible resources. Coke, coal tar, and coal gas are the products of coal. Petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin wax, lubricating oil are obtained by refining petroleum. Coal and petroleum resources are limited. We should use them judiciously. Refining. Petroleum is mixture of various constituents such as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, etc. Refining is the process of refracting the various constituents fractions of petroleum. It carried out in a petroleum refinery. Natural gas, a very important fuel as it easy to transport through pipes and can be compressed and stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas. It causes no pollution and has high calorific value. Cell structure and functions. Cell, the smallest structural and functional unit of an organism, which is typically microscopic and consists of cytoplasm and a nucleus enclosed in a membrane. All organisms are made of smaller parts called organs. Organs are made of still smaller parts. The smallest living part of an organism is a cell. Cells were first observed in Cork by Robert Hooke in 1665. Cells exhibit variety of shapes and sizes. Number of cells also varies from organism to organism. Some cells are big enough to be seen with unaided eye. Hence, egg is an example. Some organisms are single-celled, while others contain large number of cells. The single cell of unicellular organisms perform all the basic functions performed by a variety of cells in a multicellular organisms. The cell has three main parts. 1. The cell membrane. 2. Cytoplasm, which contains smaller components called organelles. And 3. The nucleus. Cell membrane, the basic component of a cell. The cytoplasm and nucleus are enclosed within cell membrane. There is an outer thick layer in cells of plants called cell wall. Cytoplasm, the jelly-like substance present between the cell membrane and the nucleus. Various organelles present in the cytoplasm are mitochondria, plastids present only in plant cell, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, lysosome, vacuole, Golgi body, centrosome present only in animal cell. Nucleus is separated from cytoplasm by a nuclear membrane. It is generally spherical in the center of the cell. Nuclear membrane. Nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a membrane called the nuclear membrane. Nucleolus. Nucleus contains a still smaller round body known as nucleolus. Chromosomes. Nucleus contains thread-like structures called chromosomes. These carry genes and help in inheritance or transfer of character from the parents to the offsprings. Cells without well-organized nucleus, that is, lacking nuclear membrane, are called prokaryotic cells. Plant cells differ from animal cells in having an additional layer around the cell membrane termed cell wall. Colored bodies called plastids are found in the plant cells only. Green plastids containing chlorophyll are called chloroplasts. Plant cell has a big central vacuole unlike a number of small vacuoles in animal cells. Size of cells. The size may be as small as a millionth of a meter or may be as large as a few centimeters. Size of the cells has no relation with the size of the body of the animal or plant. It is related to its function. Stars and the solar system. The phases of the moon occur because we can see only that part of the moon which reflects the light of the sun towards us. Stars are celestial bodies that emit light of their own. Our sun is also a star. It is convenient to express distances of stars in light years. Stars appear to move from east to west. The pole star appears to be stationary from the Earth because it is situated close to the direction of the axis of rotation of the Earth. Constellations are groups of stars that appear to form recognizable shapes The solar system consists of eight planets and a host of asteroids, comets, and meteors. A body revolving around another body is called a satellite. Moon is the natural satellite of the Earth. Some planets also have natural satellites. Venus is the brightest planet in the night sky. Jupiter is the largest planet of the solar system. The artificial satellites revolve around the Earth. They are much closer than the Moon. Artificial satellites are used for weather forecasting, long distance communication, and remote sensing. Sun. It is a source of almost all energy on Earth. It continuously emits huge amounts of heat and light. Planets. A planet has a definite path in which it revolves around the sun called orbit. Time taken by a planet to complete one revolution increases as the distance from the sun increases. There are 8 planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Other members in our solar system are asteroids. These are rocky planetary bits orbiting around Sun. Asteroid belt lies between Mars and Jupiter. Comets. These are heavenly bodies that revolve around the sun. It appears generally as a bright head with a long tail. Meteors and meteorites. Meteor is a brief streak of light in the night sky caused by a meteoroid. Small meteors melt and burn up, creating streaks of light. Few meteoroids, which survive as they pass through the Earth's atmosphere and reach the Earth's surface, are called meteorites. Artificial satellites, man-made objects sent into space to orbit the Earth. Example: IRS, EduSat, INSAR. Constellations, a group of stars forming some kind of recognizable figures or patterns, are known as constellations. Constellations appear to move from east to west as Earth rotates from west to east. Orion the Hunter, Ursa Major, the Great Bear, or Saptarishi Cassiopeia are some constellations. Pollution of air and water. Pollution, an undesirable change in the physical, chemical, or biological characteristics of air, water, and land that may be harmful to human life and other animals' living conditions, industrial processes, and cultural assets. Pollutants. The agents that pollute our environment are called pollutants. Pollutants are the substances which contaminate air and water. Air pollution is the contamination of air by impurities which may have a harmful impact on the living organisms and the non-living components. Source of air pollution. Natural sources. Smoke and dust arising from forest fires or volcanic eruptions. Methane gas arising from decaying organic matter. Man-made sources: exhaust gases from factories, power plants, and automobiles. Carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, carbon dioxide, methane, and sulfur dioxide are the major pollutants of air. Increasing levels of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide are leading to global warming. Water pollution is the contamination of water by substances harmful to life. Sewage, agricultural chemicals, and industrial waste are some of the major contaminants of water. Water which is purified and fit for drinking is known as potable water. Water is a precious natural resource. We must learn to conserve it. Greenhouse effect. Earth absorbs a part of sun's radiation and reflects back the other. Reflected radiation traps in atmosphere. This warms the earth. Process enhanced by increased amount of carbon dioxide in atmosphere.